Do you know what makes a high quality dress shirt as opposed to a bad one? Here are 5 things to look out for if you want to invest in a high quality dress shirt. Before we go any further, please subscribe to this channel and help me grow this account. 1. The material used. For higher quality dress shirt, get natural fiber fabric like cotton, linen, or silk as opposed to synthetic. Not all cottons are the same. Here is everything you need to know about cotton shirting fabrics. These are the 10 most popular cotton shirting fabrics. Voile is a lightweight, loose, plain woven fabric with a higher thread count using a finer yarn than most fabric, which results in a silky soft hand. Voile fabric is a perfect dressmaking option for the summer because it is lightweight, breathable, and semi-sheer. Poplin is the standard shirt fabric woven with a simple over and under weave, also known as broadcloth, which uses a denser yarn. Oxford is a basket weave with multiple weft threads across over an equal number of warp thread. Often one color of weft is crossed over with a white warp thread, resulting in a two-tone color appearance. Pinpoint, also referred to as pinpoint Oxford, have the same weave as Oxford cloth. The difference is the 2-in-1 weave structure. Royal Oxford can be thought of as the handsome cousin to the classic Oxford. A slight change in the weave makes a difference. It's constructed by a 2-3-2 structure. Twill fabric is easily recognizable because of noticeable diagonal weave or texture. A twill is made by weaving each warp and weft thread over and under 2 vertical threads to create a distinctive diagonal pattern. Chambray is a workwear poplin or broadcloth. It is a plain weave fabric made with a heavier thread for a more relaxed or workwear appeal. It is a great alternative to a shirt weight denim that has the same color variation. Denim is often thought of as a pant fabric, but denim used in shirting creates a durable work alternative. The construction of denim is a twill weave. The color sits on the face of the fabric and the white pulls on the back side. End on end is a poplin weave in which the weft thread is one color and the warp thread is another color. This fabric appears to be a true solid color from a distance, but it has more dimension up close. Herringbone is a twill that is mirrored when woven to create a chevron V-shaped look. The weave enjoys all the benefits of a twill weave, so herringbone fabric drape well and are easy to iron. Jacquard weave is created using a specific loom designed to produce patterned fabrics. Using a mix of different weave, the possibilities of patterns are endless. Simple geometric pattern like a dot or window pane to a complex paisley can be created. Linen yarn is slubby in nature and the fabric softens with wear. The weave commonly comes in voile and poplin. Another fabric in high quality dress shirt is silk. Here are 2 most commonly used fabrics in silk shirting. Crepe de Chine is a light and fine plain woven dress shirt fabric produced either with an all silk warp and weft or else a silk warp and hot spun worsted weft. Charmeuse is a luxurious fabric with a shiny front and dull back. The pattern is one weft and alternating warp weave. 2. The different cuts of the shirt and the different body types they fit. Fitted shirt have armhole intersecting the shoulder, bust darts are added for a full chest, the waist is shaped in at the side seam with front and back waist darts. The side seam length should hit at the high hip and the front should not pass the low hip. Sleeve length hits past the wrist. The relaxed shirt have shoulder fitting wider than the natural position. The body of the shirt isn't nipped in at the waist. There's no waist darts in the front or back. The side seam length hits at the high hip and the front should not pass the low hip. Sleeve length hits past the wrist. The oversized shirt have the illusion of appearing oversized but isn't actually oversized. The sleeve have a drop shoulder. The body is a slightly larger relaxed fit. The sleeve hits at the thumb joint. The body is made slightly larger past the crotch for oversized illusion. 3. The pattern construction and the issues that happen when the pattern is wrong. The collar and collar stand, the placement of the buttons, the bust line for bust projection, the shoulder fit, the sleeve cap, the length of the sleeve cuff and placket, the cut of the style, the hemline of the shirt. The collar should fit into the collar band with the button showing, regardless of the collar style. Collar band fit on shirt. You should be able to insert 2 fingers into the collar band. If you can't, it's too tight. If you are able to fit more fingers in, then the collar is too wide. The collar should not collapse when the collar band is unbuttoned. Button placement of the first button below the collar band is misplaced when there is a bump like this. The second button needs to be where the bust starts and not at the apex for modesty for the dress shirt style. Gaping at the bust line happens when there's no projection for the fullness of the bust cup size. No bust crossline projection happens when the pattern does not have darts for the bust cup size. The front and back is made like a men's shirt and not having the front made bigger than the back of the shirt for the bust projection. The hip is tight. Whiskering is happening at the front placket. The back is taut around the behind. The pattern is not accommodating for the roundness of the hip and the behind. This is how the shoulder should fit on the different style of dress shirt. On the fitted dress shirt, the shoulder should intersect at the armhole. On the relaxed fit, it should be off shoulder. On the oversized fit, it should have a drop shoulder. The sleeve cap should be free of drag lines if the sleeve cap is the right height, and the width should not be tight with pulls. Sleeve cap fit on the pattern. When the sleeve cap height is short, the sleeve cap is short. When the sleeve cap is narrow, the sleeve cap is tight. Drag lines on the sleeve cap happen when the height is short, causing the fabric to pull upward. Whiskering lines on the sleeve cap happen when the width is narrow, causing the fabric to pull sideways. Outseam is hiking because the sleeve cap is either too short or it's an imbalance between the outseam and the inseam. 4. The design details to look out for. Side seam gussets are added to ease the stress point around the hips. Classic hemline on shirts stop at the widest part of the hip and curves slightly upward at the side seam. Commonly used in fitted and relaxed fit shirts. Shirt tail hemline on shirts have a slightly longer point at center front and center back, curving from princess line upwards towards side seam. Commonly used in fitted shirts. High-low hemline on shirts. The front should be grazing the crotch area and the back should be slightly longer than the behind, curving upwards at the side seam. Commonly used in relaxed and oversized fit shirts. Straight hemline on shirts is even all around. The length is below the crotch line, commonly used in oversized fit shirts. 5. The sewing construction you need to look out for and a high quality finish. Flat fell stitch. This is a single operation stitch used in shirting and denim factories. It is a very durable stitch used at the side seam and sleeve inseam. A good quality dress shirt should be made at a shirting factory. Buttonhole. The tension should not cause pulls on the fabric. Stitches must be even and dense. Buttons on shirts should be 4-hole attached with an X stitch for sturdy durability. Stitches per inch on shirts should be 12 to 14 stitches per inch on cotton shirts and 14 to 16 stitches per inch on silk shirts. The finer the fabric, the more stitches needed. Spear buttons should be given and attached to the care label. Here's a bonus for you. Revolution of yarn twist. The lower the yarn twist, the lower the quality of the fabric. The higher the yarn twist, the higher quality of the fabric. Here is the cotton and silk yarn in different revolution of yarn twists. You can see why the low twist fabric fall apart quicker when you look at the yarn. Also, the amount of filament in the yarn makes a difference in the quality of the fabric. In fashion, we don't rely on thread count to determine the quality of the fabric. A common way to inflate thread count is by using multiply thread and counting each strand of yarn as a separate thread. Multiply yarn features a more spaced out weave with smaller, less durable threads that doesn't last as long as a more durable single ply or 2-ply thread. In fashion, we measure the weight of the fabric in GSM. That's grams per square meter. In silk, we use mummy for the weight of the fabric. One way we determine the quality of the silk is the higher the mummy for the same fabric, the higher the quality. Another way is to use the grade scale. This is a scale based on the silkworms used and the length of the filament. The mummy weight is equivalent to thread count. Lastly, be sure to try on the shirt for the fit. This is everything you need to know to find the perfect dress shirt. Good luck! Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or there's another style you'd like me to review. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and help me grow this account. Thank you. Bye!